like to welcome Lou of the Peace Poets to share with us a bit of spoken word.
Peace, family. Y'all can say peace. Peace, family. Ooh. I'm so moved right now, and the poem I want to do for you changed because I got to hear Samantha speak. When someone shares like that, it's important for me, for the voice of the people, to let them know that we hear them. So I just want to say to Samantha, if we could say in one voice, we hear you. We feel you. We love you. And that's what we would do when people speak, and we had a lot of undocumented people shut down the streets in front of the White House on May Day last year. And when folks would speak, we'd make sure to say that. And so thank you for activating that love. And the poem that Samantha made me want to do is a poem called Professional Mama, about my mom. And it's the first time I've been able to perform since my son was born. He's 3 months old. I'm not going to apologize for being emotional, because that's the most important thing we can do, especially, as men. And so, I almost stopped what I was going to say. I just want to thank his mom for supporting, for taking care of him right now, so I could be here with y'all. This is my mother's favorite story. When I was 5 years old, my uncle asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up. I took a second, thought about it, and said, I want to be a mommy. And just like that, he laughed at me. He didn't think that I understood what he was asking me, but I did. Because even while other kids wanted to be ballers and doctors, I never saw those guys pick me up from school or make me pot roast and pasta. Meanwhile, my mother was for me what Haile Selassie is to Rastas, made more change in my life than everybody and Obama. She was my hallelujah and Hosanna. So this is for my mama. You probably didn't notice you were teaching me to protest, but you were. You gave me the fearlessness that's followed me from Palestine to Albany with fistfuls of humility to treat this life with fragility. And the freedom song that's filling me is just a lullaby you used to sing to me that taught me no one should have to live through nightmares. And that lesson has become a root of my profession. So tonight I'm celebrating all the women who taught us to fight for human rights. Articulating Article 1 by welcoming us into this life. You see, my mother's the personification of the ideal United Nations, actually loves everybody with equal dignity and patience. Which is why I'm so passionate about Article 2, freedom from discrimination. And my mother had love like the sun had light, so I had Article 25's food and a place to sleep at night. Plus, I was always that kid breaking up fights, because her compassion taught me freedom from persecution. She is why I don't believe in execution. And her encouragement for the way that I write, that's just the way she chose to cite Article 27 that says art and culture is a human right. Thank you, because now my job is bringing poetry to war zones from Haiti to Juarez to Beirut to Brooklyn, where our people are overflowing in prisons full of hurt. My mother just went back to school to study social work, exercising her right to education. She is my universal declaration, and the only reason I studied politics and economics is because they didn't have a degree in motherhood. But they should. And there should be required courses for everybody in the armed forces that teach no mother's child should be tortured, so close those secret prisons down. And no mother's child should go hungry, so we want international debt relief now. We all gotta keep it a lot more moms. If our government dropping bombs, get out in these streets like any mother would. If you threaten her child's peace, I still wanna be a mommy, so tell the government not to draft me, because I got kids who are both American and Iraqi. And you best believe that a mother loves her child no matter where he's born. which is why I'm in these streets for immigration reform, telling Congress and the president we want legalization now. This is the only way I know how to say thank you to my mother. I am the child that you fostered like care in the form of wisdom shared, and just by being there, I'd be rich if I had a dime for every time you told me to cut my hair. But in savings, I am poor because I always send my money back to Ecuador so there could be just a little more food on the plates where hunger often waits. You taught me never hesitate to give, so this is how I live. If my income can become bread, it will, and still, when it comes to love, I could never fill your shoes. But every step I take will be to prove you taught me well. Mom, I know it's hard when I go away sometimes. I know you miss your baby and worry about my safety. But remember, I only do what I do because when I grow up, I want to be like you. Thank you.